Sean, try not to smile like
I try not to.
Okay, be honest, guys. Who has never smoked marijuana? AKA devil's lettuce, pot, reefer, doja, ganja, whatever you want to call it. The controversy surrounding whether or not to legalize marijuana across the nation, it has been going on for a long time. The country could use the crop to any advantage, any of the crop's assets that we have available for it. And it would definitely help us and our country in many different ways. I chose this subject because I believe the legalization will help our country and our fellow man in so many different aspects that the reason we haven't done this sooner is beyond me. Marijuana has been known to help many medical issues. I personally have a few myself that it has helped. I have a stomach condition called GERD and scoliosis and stuff, so I am in constant pain. We could begin with all the medical benefits about it. It was Dr. Peter Grinspoon who said that marijuana is quite effective for chronic pain, and patients report that marijuana helps them resume activities which they otherwise would not be able to participate. Marijuana also helps with things such as sleep, appetite, nausea, neurological issues, and certain tics for people with Tourette's syndrome. The use of cannabis dates back to over 10,000 years. Countries such as ancient Egypt, India, Greece, they've all used marijuana for healing properties and pain relief. Such uses could have been like suppositories for hemorrhoids from the ancient Egyptians, regular pain relief during childbirth, helps with stomach issues, headaches, sleeping disorders, bloody noses, and marijuana and its properties were also used on wounds for their horses back in the ancient times. Now that we talked about the medical, let's consider the financial aspects. Marijuana sales and taxes can financially help every state receive more funding. Dispensaries started coming out in around 2014, and dispensaries alone exceeded $14 million for medical sales and almost $33 million for recreational in the first month of legalization. Taxes for marijuana sales in Colorado help fund school constructions, funding public schools. Anne Marie Awad states that Aurora, Colorado helps the homeless by opening and funding a homeless center during the day. And Pueblo, Colorado uses its taxes to provide scholarships for low-income families. In 2018 alone, they spent $634,000 and gave that out to almost 600 students to be able to further their education from those scholarships. The opening of dispensaries also provide the community with more employment opportunities as well. The taxes are used to fund things such as the Department of Agriculture, things for school maintenance, road repair, and many other areas that help improve quality of life for America's inhabitants. Since we've talked about the medical and financial side of it, we can also look at the resources of the marijuana plant. Hemp comes from marijuana plants as well as a very valuable resource to us just as much as the marijuana itself. It could be used to create things such as clothing, rope, different biofuels, and even shoes. Marijuana also has a nutritional value, meaning that it contains about 4 grams of dietary fiber, about 32 grams of protein, and about 700 milligrams of magnesium. Marijuana and hemp can create building materials such as insulation and different bioplastics as well. Because hemp is consumable and it is safe, it can also be used to create beer, protein powder, or even make soap, and you can even get milk from the seeds. It can even create fuel for our vehicles, so maybe something that's a little less pollutionary. Marijuana can help out our communities and our entire country medically, financially, and economically. With the total legalization of marijuana, we may actually be able to afford a more healthy, well-funded, and all-around better quality of life. Not only for those who experience pain, but for those that also experience anxiety, social issues, post-traumatic stress, any of these things that have symptoms that marijuana could help calm or alleviate. I don't understand why it has taken so long for us to consider the possibility of completely legalizing marijuana across the United States and all over the world. I feel like this valuable plant can create so many different things, and that doesn't even include the oxygen itself that the plant puts out. There is a way that we could better handle this situation. We just need to make sure that we get this plant legalized for all of its properties that can make us have a better quality of life. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed my speech.